they missed out on spring ball and fall camp and organized winter conditioning and summer conditioning and non-conference games and chances to get in games maybe last fall. So we've been trying to hit fast forward on the development with some of those guys, and a lot of them responded really well.
So Van Benning in the morning, 16:20 the zone. That was Scott Frost from heading into the weekend after they had done their scrimmage. Some good on good stuff. The Omaha World Herald every year puts out a Super Six since 2006. That's the first time they did it. One of your friends, and I could legitimately say friends.
Wish they would have gone back to 92.
I could say friends for sure. Clester Johnson said, hey, why don't we do this? Why don't you do like 12 of them? Because there's so many this year.
Yeah, you actually could use friends.
And I'm like, homie.
That is correct.
Homie, it's 6, bruh. Sorry, that's all we doing is 6. Because that would mess up everything if we did more than 6.
Yeah.
Caden Helms going to Oklahoma. Michael Riley Ducker going to Auburn. You got Deshaun Woods, who's going to Missouri. And then Devin Jackson, who has not yet told us where he is going.
Non-committal.
Now, it was Arizona State was in the mix, right, at one point, and things kind of fall off with Arizona State right now?
Yeah, like not at our expense because we don't play them.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope he has a monster season.
Oh, yeah. I hope the kids, Deshaun Woods and Devin Jackson, kids that couldn't play last year.
Do you know why? Because I root for what I perceive to be the underdog. And I think people kind of low-key hate on him.
Really?
And he's a good kid.
He's a great athlete.
Right? It's like...
Did you see him turn that corner in the 200?
See, but you're talking about track. See, people want to see it in football. So, no, listen. Hey, you like the eye talent. I like the eye talent. You get that guy doing something in particular that, and groom him for that. He has the skill set to do just about whatever he wants to. So, but I think so. I'm kind of low key hoping he puts in work.
Still uncommitted.
Now Deshaun Woods, is just really really good.
Yeah, he has. There's a highlight you can find online.
You watch. He's a legit monster.
I think it's from Steve Warren's camp. I think it may be from another camp. It's from a camp where he blocks this dude into like the area where it's off the field, and you're like, man, that's not fair. That's not fair at all.
How about just his frame?
Yep. Now he's a guard, right?
You know, I think his height will probably stay about right there. So yes, and he has those powerful kind of shorter arms.
Yeah.
So I would agree.
Under 34-inch arms.
Yes.
Inside. Ernest Hausman.
He is an explosive son of a gun. Boy.
Committed to Nebraska, and then Jake Applegate also committed to Nebraska out of Lincoln South. He's the only one I haven't seen play, but I don't go to Lincoln much.
I'm a big
high school
fan.
Play.
I told you I pulled him to the side in the hallway after Southeast beat Westside in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you know what? Unfortunately, I've seen you up close in football because you guys beat us twice last year. You're a spectacular athlete.
Yes.
No, I can't remember exactly what I said, but that was the gist of it. I just patted him on the back. I said, hey, man, you're a joy to watch because my man maximizes. He does not cheat out there. Like, he pretty much leaves it out there. And he's explosive, Michael.
And supposedly he surprised them with his testing. Like, they didn't know how good his testing would be, and it was
you know who he
when he went to Nebraska.
You know who he's maybe a more athletic version than? Especially
who?
At the same age.
Who?
Doman.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you. Second, third level guy. Now, I don't think could he grow like Luke?
They're anticipating him being an outside linebacker, so I hope so.
Luke's like 6'5".
Yeah, I hope so.
And he's like 252.
Mm-hmm. But when he got here,
I know he was a rail. He was a
kid.
pogo stick jumping
kid.
Free safety.
Yep.
And now he's a grown man with a chin strap beard. I'm excited for Isaac.
A pro contract. Here's who was just missed, according to Sam McEwen, who wrote the story in the Omaha World Herald. He said Hunter Deo, who's not a Husker. He's going to be going to Iowa State. And then Braden Lofton's going to Kansas State, the tight end. Caden Becker, who we talked about for a minute on Friday with Virzel, talking about how good of an athlete he is. He's going to Wyoming.
Again, another big, strong kid.
And then Gage Stinger, who's going to Kansas State, and Jake Gassaway, who's going to Northern Illinois.
Two of my favorites.
Yep. So that's the guys who kind of just missed. So if you look at that, the guys who made it and the guys who just missed, there's an argument that this is one of truly the better Super Sixes they've had.
It's pretty deep.
It's a good year.
It's pretty deep.
Let me give you a couple of years. 2016.
I'm still trying to decide who I'm going to put in the top 5 between, like Southeast, Elk South, Millard South.
Uh-huh.
It all boils down to pretty much one thing. Quarterback. Yeah.
Quarterback.
How's that going to sort itself out?
Here's 2018 Super Six. Garrett Snodgrass, Chris Hickman, Nick Heinrich, Ethan Piper, Max Duggan, and Garrett Nelson.
Mm-hmm. Wow, they're all playing.
Yeah, they're all playing. That's pretty darn good. 2013, Gerald Foster, Luke Gifford, remember we just said his name, Mick Stoltenberg, Harrison Phillips, Easton Stick, and Trey Carr. Outside of Trey Carr, those guys pretty darn successful.
Mm-hmm.
A couple different levels.
Mm-hmm.
Then going all the way back to the first year of the Super Six, 2006. I don't know Kyle Dooley. But
from Papio?
Papio, yep.
Yeah, Mahler.
Harlan Gunn.
Yeah.
Noah Keller.
Yeah.
Philip Bates. Niles Paul. Jerry Crick.
Not bad.
It's a pretty good 5.
Not bad.
And then most recently, just last year, don't forget, Avante Dickerson, Keegan Johnson, Thomas Fedoni, Teddy Prohaska, A.J. Rollins, Heinrich Harburg. It's just last year, and we're talking about how good this one is for 2021. Just last year's has a chance to maybe be the best one that we've ever seen. Certainly in terms of the upper level of what these guys all could be, pretty darn good.
Yeah, well, no question.
Pretty darn good.
No question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't have any ill will. But I'm not sure how. See, in my opinion, Rezac and Stanger are about the same in terms of their high school prowess.
Really?
So one just, yeah. I'm telling you, Dom is nice.
So he could have also been in the just missed.
Yeah, that's my point.
Top 10 coming up.